Vicky, and today I'm here to talk about my reading plans for August. I have a couple of books that I had started in July that are going to be carrying over into August, and then I have just a couple more to add. So let's just dive in. Okay, so the first of the two books that I am still currently working on is Liberation Day by George Saunders. This is a short story collection, and I started reading this one in July for the Buzzword reading challenge, which was like measurement. So you had to have a word in the title that was some sort of measurement. And I figured a day, people do measure things in a day, right? So that's what I did. And I have about 100 pages left of this. I was really hoping to knock it out in July, but it just didn't happen. So got a couple more stories in here to read. It's going really well. I initially wanted to read this book because I read George Saunders' other collection. I think he has a couple, but his last one was called 10th of December. And I read that a couple years ago and I really enjoyed it. So that's why I picked this one up initially. So I will be finishing this one up in August. And then the other one is part of my revisit remix. I have started How to Build a Girl by Caitlin Moran. And this one I'm 80 pages in. So I still got a little bit to go. I'm actually listening to this one on audio. I can't remember if the author narrates the audiobook or not, but anyway, this one is a coming of age story. It's about a young girl who is growing up in England, and after a embarrassing incident on television, she decides to like reinvent herself. And so it takes place in the 90s, so it has some 90s vibes. It's funny. I'm enjoying it so far, and we'll be finishing it in August. All right, now we're gonna talk about the books that I am gonna start and hopefully finish in August. The first one is my Kindle Pick for this month. I'm gonna be reading The Quarry Girls by Jess Laurie. This one I think is like a mystery, maybe suspense novel. It takes place in the 1970s, and I wanna say Minnesota, somewhere in the Midwest. And it centers around two girls who are friends, and it's summertime, and so they're, you know, doing the summer things, hanging out and whatnot, and they witness something kind of suspicious one day. And then two girls in their neighborhood go missing, and they start to think that somehow the disappearances of these girls is connected to whatever it was that they saw. And so it's about like small town secrets and all that good stuff. And because it takes place in summer, I thought it would be a good one to read in August. All right, my next August read is a hold that I had for the library, and it came in. So I'm gonna be reading Incidents Around the House by Josh Malerman. Now, Josh Malerman, he hasn't really done anything I've liked since Bird Box. So I'm really hoping that this one is gonna be the book that turns it around, right? So this is his newest release, and it deals with a little girl named Bella, and I believe the book is told through her eyes, so it has that child perspective sort of narrative, which I know some people don't like. I don't mind it. So anyway, this little girl Bella, she has this, I don't know if it's an imaginary friend or what you want to call it, but she calls this thing Other Mommy. And Other Mommy sounds like a total creepazoid, and asks her things like, can I go inside your heart? And yeah, is basically taunting this little girl. So I don't know if it's gonna have like potential possession elements, which I really like. I don't know. I've heard okay things about this, so I'm hoping that it's gonna be creepy, that it's going to be better than his recent stuff that I've read. So that's why I didn't purchase it. I got it from the library because, like I said, he hasn't been wowing me lately. And then my last read for August is for the Buzzword reading challenge. The word is like. So I'm going to be reading Stephen King's new book, You Like It Darker. This is a short story collection. It just came out in May or June, I can't remember. And I was saving it for this prompt. So it has 12 stories in it, and from what I understand, as the title suggests, these are darker than what Stephen King has been putting out lately. I think most of us Stephen King readers out there know that he can get pretty dark, and so I'm kind of excited that he's sort of taking this turn and kind of going back into some of the, darker things, and not so much, he's been doing a lot of, I think, like, kind of like fantasy type stuff. He's been doing a lot of more, I think, like suspense mysteries with like a touch of supernatural, where this, I feel like, I'm really hopeful, and I've heard that, he goes a lot darker, and that this is a pretty good collection. So my hopes are high. I hope I don't get my hopes up. And I will be reading this in August. I will let you guys know how it goes. All right, guys, so that is it. Those are my plans for August. Luckily, August is, in terms of how June and July were, August is a bit of an easier month. Not as much on the calendar. I finished school the first week of August, and then I have 3 weeks off. So I'm really excited to have a little bit of a break, and hopefully we'll get to relax a little more, get some reading in, especially with summer winding down. You know, because come September, it's like we're right back at it with kids going back to school and everything. So yeah, hopefully it's a good month. I hope you guys have a good month as well. Let me know what you're planning to read in August. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys have a great week, and I will talk with you soon. Thank you so much for watching.